So on the third year electrical engineering, I think this is our 8th lecture. Okay, we have conducted up to till today we have conducted, I think, 7 lectures. So this is our 8th lecture on you people. In the last lecture, we have discussed about noun and its types. Okay. Today we are going to discuss about the pronouns and its types. Okay, we'll start our lecture. Let me share the screen. Just tell me if is it visible or not. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, so we were discussing about the parts of speech that we use for English. Okay. So there are 8 parts of speech, and they are noun, pronoun, verb, adjective, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. Okay. And we have discussed about the nouns and its types. So nouns are the names of any person, place, or thing. It is a naming word. It is, in simple language, we will call it as a naming word, which gives the identity to a person, place, or a thing. Okay. And we also have seen its types, that is proper noun, which is a proper noun of any person, place, or thing. Common noun is a general noun that we call any person, place, or thing with. Okay, like a table, bunch. Okay, table, chair, car, pen. Okay. Then we have seen that third type is material noun. So it is the noun given to material, okay, or things like water, petrol, rice, wheat, sugar. Abstract nouns are generally the feelings, okay, nouns, names given to feelings or our emotions that we have, okay. And these are not physical things, these are abstract things. We can feel them, but we cannot see them, or we cannot physically touch it or feel it. Okay, we just feel it. We cannot touch it, or we cannot physically see it. The feelings like kindness, happiness, poverty, anger, these are called as abstract nouns. Next type we saw is collective noun. So it is the noun given to indicate the group of people or group of flowers, group of players. Okay, so examples of these are committee, bunch, people, army, team, fleet. Okay. Then also material nouns are subdivided into two types, that is countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay. So countable nouns are the names which can be counted. We can count them. But uncountables or uncountable nouns are the nouns which we cannot count. So in the countable nouns, the things which we can count, that are called as countable nouns. The examples of countable nouns are pen, pencil, chalk. Okay, then fan, chart. We can count it with cardinal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3. But the nouns like sugar, oil, wheat, rice, petrol, milk, kindness, happiness, these are the nouns which we cannot count by cardinal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3. So these comes under the countable, uncountable nouns. Also, we have seen the summary of that. We have also discussed the exercise below that, and yes, we were at the pronouns. Okay, so let's discuss about the pronouns. What is pronoun and what are its types, that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. Okay, so pronouns. What do you know about pronouns? What are the pronouns and what are its types and where they are used? These are the questions related to the pronouns. So let's see first what is pronoun. Okay, so the pronoun is the word used in a place of noun. Okay, we use these pronouns in the place of noun or instead of noun. Okay, and examples of these pronouns are I, we, you, he, she, it, they, this, that, and these, those, and etc. etc. There are other pronouns are also there, but this way I have just shortlisted them. So what are the different types of pronouns? Let us see what are the different types of pronouns. So pronouns we have discussed is the word which is used in a place of noun, and examples are I, we, you, he, she, it, they. And these pronouns are also having persons. Okay, so persons means what? Person means in Marathi we may call it as vibhakti. Okay, so I and we, these are the pronouns which are the first person pronoun when we are talking about ourselves. Okay, then these comes under the first person pronoun. The second person pronouns are you. Okay, you. These are called as second person pronouns. And third person pronouns are the person about whom, the third person about whom, when we are talking about third person to the person standing in front of you. Okay, so that's why they are called as third person pronoun. Means examples of third person pronoun are he, she, it, and they. So I is the first person singular, we is the first person plural. You is the first person singular, plural you is the first person plural. He, she, it, these are the third person singular pronouns, and they is the third person plural pronoun. Okay, so these are called as pronouns. So the first type, let's see what are the different types of pronoun. Okay, so the first type of pronoun is personal pronoun. Okay, so what is meant by the personal pronoun? Personal pronoun are the persons, or they are related to the person. Okay, personal pronouns are used for persons. And the example, let's see, let's discuss them with the example. The first example is Ram went to market. He bought fruits. So in this example, Ram is the subject of this sentence. Okay, Ram is the subject of this sentence. Ram went to market. In the second sentence, he bought fruits. So instead of Ram, in the place of Ram, we have used he as the personal pronoun. And why we have used it? Why there is need to use this personal pronoun he? He in this example is used here for avoiding the repetition of Ram. Okay, to avoid unnecessary repetition of noun, pronouns are used. Okay, so Ram went to market, Ram bought the fruits, Ram uh, come to home, Ram cut the fruits, and Ram eats the fruits. Okay, so in this example, Ram is repeated time to time, and this becomes the tedious job to call this name noun for several times. Okay, and it also make the speech boring, and that's why for avoiding this we have used Ram, we have used he as the personal pronoun. Okay, so he is the underlined word, and we have used this as a personal pronoun. So let's see, there is a chart of list of personal pronouns. You should note down it in your notebook. Keep a notebook with you and just note down such important things that you need when you are speaking with someone or you are using English as a language for speaking purpose. Okay, so keep a notebook and just write this chart down in your notebook. This chart is very important. In this chart there is list of personal pronouns and its different cases. That is, in Marathi you may call it as vibhakti. Okay, sorry. So So the first person singular, it's subjective case. Okay, so first person singular which is used in subjective case is I. Okay, first person singular which is used in subjective case, that is as a subject, it is I. When we use it in objective case, it becomes me. Okay, in while doing its objective form, okay, while doing or while changing the voice of a sentence, we use objective case of subject. And if I is the subjective case, I is the subject, while doing passive voice we use me as object or objective case. Its possessive case will be my or mine. Okay, so possessive case means what? It shows the possession. Okay, it shows the possession. This book is mine. This smartphone or this mobile is mine. हा मोबाइल माझा आहे. This book is mine. It shows the possession. Okay, that's why they are called as possessive case. Then the first person plural, the subjective case when we are using first person plural is we. Okay, so we is the subjective case we are using for the first person plural. We. I is the first person singular and we is the first person plural. It's objective case when we do or we change the voice of a sentence, subject becomes object and its subjective case becomes objective. Then we is the subjective case, its objective case will be us. Okay, and its possessive case will be our or ours. Our or ours. These are the possessive case. Our means माझं, ours means आमचं. Okay, so these are the subjective case, objective case and possessive case chart. Then the second person plural or second person singular, the subjective case that we use for second person singular is you, and its objective case will remain as it is, that is you will remain as it is, that is you. गरजे सर लेक्चर चालू आहे, मग आता कसं यायचं मीटिंगला? Yes, so second person plural subjective case of second person singular is you. Okay, its objective case is you as it is. There is no change in subjective case and objective case for you, that is second person singular. When it changes when its possessive case will occur or when we are using its possessive case. That is, in possessive case you becomes your. Okay, your means तुझं. And while doing second person plural, that is a subjective case of second person plural, that is you means this is the plural. You means having there may be having 2 or 3 people, and for addressing those people we are using you, means you people. Okay, so its subjective case is you, then its objective case will be you, that is as it is you we are using. And while its possessive case will be yours. Okay, we are using plural. Okay, there might be more than 2 or 3 people, and for addressing them we have to use yours in possessive case. Okay, so you in subjective case, its objective case is you, and its possessive case becomes yours. Okay, then the third person singular, the subjective case for the third person singular is he, and its objective case will become him. Okay, he becomes him, that is subjective case becomes objective case while doing or while converting active voice to passive voice. Okay, so he will become him, and its possessive case will be his. Okay, its possessive case will be his. Third person singular she, that is subjective case she, will have the objective case, that is her. Okay, her. She becomes her in objective case, and in possessive case it remains her as it is, or it changes as hers. Okay, her or hers, but generally we use her in possessive case also. The third person singular it, the third person singular has it in subjective case, its objective case will become it, and its possessive case will be it or its. Okay, it in subjective case, its objective case will be it, and its possessive case will be its. Third person plural, they is the subjective case. If they is the subjective case, then its objective case will be them. They, them, means they eat a mango is the active voice. Then its objective case, or if they eat a mango, if it is the active voice sentence, then while doing its change, while changing its voice, if we are doing its passive voice, then we will use them instead of they. Okay, they subject will become them in objective case, that is a mango is eaten by them. Okay, so they will change as them in objective case, and in possessive case it will become their, their, their means tansu, or theirs. Okay, their or theirs, they, them, and theirs. So this is the very important chart. You should have this chart in your notebook, so please jot it down. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. Jot it down in your notebook, and we will continue next. Okay, So list this down in your notebook. Have you written it down in your notebook? Please write it down so that it will be very important chart while speaking purpose for forming different types of sentences. We take the different subjective cases or objective cases. Okay, so these are the very important points that you should have these in your notebook. Okay, I will move further. The second type of pronoun is relative pronoun. Okay, second type of pronoun is relative pronoun. So what is the relative pronoun? Relative pronouns are the pronouns which indicate relations between person or things. Okay, so pronouns which indicate relations between person or things are called as relative pronouns. What is the example of that? Let's see. The first example is, I know the boy who met me at the corner. I know the boy who met me at the corner. So in this example, I know the boy is one sentence and who met me at the corner is another sentence. Okay. So who is the word which has joined these two sentences. Okay. I know the boy and boy met me at the corner. I know the boy and the boy met me at the corner. These are the two sentences and these are connected, or these we have joined them with a relative pronoun such as who. Okay, I know the boy who met me at the corner. So that boy who met me at the corner, I met him or I know him. Okay, So we are giving reference or we are giving relation, and that's why these are called as relative pronoun. Okay, so who, whom, which, what, whose, these are the relative pronouns. These are the relative pronouns. The second example is, he is the person whom I saw in the garden. He is the person whom I saw in the garden. So in this example, he is the person is one of the example, and I saw him in the garden is the another example. Okay, he is the person, I saw him in the garden. This is the another sentence, and these are joined with each other with the help of this relative pronouns. So for joining them also we have to drop some words. Okay, so he is the person and I saw him in the garden. So we have to drop him when we are using these relative pronouns. Okay, so he is the person whom I saw in the garden. So whom is called as relative pronoun. Also we can use them with this examples like the person standing in front of shop. Okay, the person who stands in front of shop is my brother. Okay, person who stands in front of shop is my brother or is my friend. Okay, so here who is used as a relative pronoun. It shows the relation between that person and the speaker. Okay, so he is the person whom I saw in the garden. Here the person is unknown to that person. Okay, and speaker has seen that person in the garden. Okay, so speaker and the person, there are two persons, and to show the relation between them, these two, we are using the relative pronouns, that is who, whom, which, what, whose, etc., etc. Okay, so these are the relative pronouns. Is it understood? समझते का? Yes, reply me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this we have seen the relative pronoun. We have seen personal pronoun, that is first type of pronoun. Second type, relative pronoun, which shows the relation. And the third pronoun, third type of pronoun that we are going to say is interrogative pronoun. So from its name itself, we can say that interrogative means asking the questions. Okay, to interrogate means what? To ask the questions. So the pronouns which are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. Okay, pronouns which are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. So what are these words? All the WH question words come under uh, come under the category of interrogative pronouns. Okay, so all the WH question words are interrogative pronouns. Example, what is the example? Let's see. What is your name? Here, what is not only the WH word we are using for asking the question, but it is called as interrogative pronoun. Okay, we can start any sentence either with the subject or either with the noun or a pronoun. Okay, and if there is no noun present in the sentence, we can use their pronoun. Okay, so the WH question words that we are using for asking the questions are called as interrogative pronouns. Okay, so this is the third type. And what are these words? What, who, which, whom, okay, whose. So these are the WH words, etc., etc. Okay, these are the WH words. We are using them for interrogative as an interrogative pronoun. Then the fourth type is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, what are the demonstrative pronouns? To demonstrate. Okay, to demonstrate means what? To show or to indicate. Okay, to demonstrate means what? To show or to indicate or to explain. Okay, so pronouns which are used to demonstrate things are called demonstrative pronouns. Okay, so demonstrative pronouns are the pronouns which are used to demonstrate things. Okay, and what are the examples of demonstrative pronouns? This, that, these, those. These four words are called as demonstrative pronouns. This, that, these, those. These are the four words. We call them as demonstrative pronouns. Let's see examples of these. What are the examples? This is my pen. Okay, this is my pen. That is his car. That is his car. Then these are the reports. These are the reports. So, and those are the benches. Those are the benches, or those are the desks. Okay, so this, that, these, those, these comes under the category of demonstrative pronouns. These demonstrative pronouns are simply used to demonstrate or to show or to indicate, okay, or to figure out. Okay, so this is the fourth type that we have discussed, that is demonstrative pronouns. You can write them into the notebook. Okay, please, while attending the lecture, keep habit to write the important things in your notebook so that you won't forget them when you close that notebook. Okay, interrogative pronouns means WH words, and demonstrative pronouns means demonstrators or indicators like this, that, these, those. Only we can identify demonstrative pronouns easily. Why? Because these are few, only 4 of them are called as demonstrative. That is, this, that, these, those. Interrogative pronouns also you can identify them easily. Then the fifth type that we going to see is reflexive pronouns. So what is mean by reflexive? Reflexive means the words or the pronouns are words ending in self or selves. Okay, so reflexive pronouns or reflexives are the words which are ending in self or selves, and that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. Okay, so reflexive pronouns. When I'm talking about myself, I will use myself as a reflexive pronoun. When someone is talking about himself, if that person is a second person, okay, or third person, and he is talking about himself, then we will call it as reflexive pronouns. Okay, so reflexive pronouns are the words ending in self or selves that are used when the subject and object of the sentence are the same. So when I'm using the sentence like I myself is the owner. Okay, I am owner of this property. I'm myself is the owner of this property. So we are using I as well as myself. Okay, as and when subject and object of a sentence are same, the reflexive pronouns we use. Okay, so if the pronoun is my, its reflexive pronoun will be myself. If our is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be ourselves. If your is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be yourself or yourselves. If him is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be himself. If her is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be herself. If it is the pronoun, then its reflexive pronoun will be itself. And if we are using them as a pronoun, then its reflexive will be themselves. We have to just add self or selves according to singular and plural. Okay, so my is singular, I'm talking about myself, that's why here we are using self. If there is a group of people and the group of people is means I'm enjoying my holiday with my friends, then I have to call ourselves. Okay, ourselves, we are a group in ourselves. Okay, or we are a group of friends in ourselves. So here, if there are more than 3 or 4 people, we call them as our or your. Okay, and its reflexive will be ourselves. We have to add not only self, we have to add selves. We don't add self while doing reflexive of our. If your is the pronoun, then its reflexive will be yourself or yourselves. If him is the pronoun, then its reflexive is himself. If her is the pronoun, then its reflexive is herself. If it is the pronoun, then its reflexive is itself. If them is the pronoun, then its reflexive is themselves. Okay. So my, myself, our, ourselves, your, yourself, him, himself, her, herself, it, itself, and them, themselves. Okay. So this is the chart of pronoun and its reflective. So write it in your notebook, write it down in your notebook. Till the time I will give you 2 minutes, write it down in your notebook. After 2 minutes we will start our roll call. Okay, I will mark your attendance. Don't leave meeting up to 2 p.m. Okay, we are having 7 more minutes. Write this chart down within 2 minutes, and after that I will mark your presentee. Hello. बरोबर. So, okay, I consider that all of you have written down that chart in your notebook. So before that, just I have to mark your attendance, so that I will mark it in your roll call. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Okay, so total 38 participants, students have joined to this lecture. The roll numbers that are absent for today's lecture are, I am calling them one by one. If that absent roll number is present, if mistakenly I have marked them as absent, then he or she may call his roll number. He or she may tell to me that I am present. Okay. So roll number 3, 6, 11, 12, 14, 15, 17, 19, 21, 25, 26, 28, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 38, 40, 42, 43, 45, 47, 48, 50, 52, 53, 54, 56, 59, 60, 62, 63, 66, 67, and 72. These are the absent roll numbers. I have announced them. If anybody of the absent roll numbers is present, he can tell his roll number.
42, sir.
Roll number 42. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
25.
25. Okay. Another roll. Anybody?
49.
49. Yes, I have marked your attendance.
Sir, 36.
36. I have marked your attendance.
Yes, sir.
Anybody whom I call as absent roll number? Okay, I think nobody has left with his presenting. So shall I end this meeting here? Okay, we will stop here itself. Thank you for joining this meeting. We will continue our next part in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.